Did you know that certain everyday habits can add 20 years to your appearance overnight? Even worse, most people have no idea they're doing them. What if I told you that the reason strangers can instantly tell your age, or worse, think you're older than you actually are, could be due to just a handful of common mistakes you're making right now? In this video, I'll reveal 7 aging accelerators that make you look decades older and show you exactly how to reverse these effects starting today. These aren't complicated procedures or expensive treatments. They're simple changes anyone can make immediately. Let me tell you about Margaret. At 62, she couldn't understand why she suddenly looked so much older than her friends of the same age. She ate reasonably well, used skincare products, and even exercised occasionally. Yet, when she attended her high school reunion last month, several people mistakenly assumed she was at least 75. Margaret was devastated. She couldn't figure out what she was doing wrong until her daughter, a wellness coach, pointed out these exact 7 habits we're discussing today. What happened next shocked everyone. When Margaret eliminated these aging accelerators, especially habit number 4, the transformation was so dramatic that at a family gathering just 8 weeks later, her own sister asked what youth treatments she'd been secretly getting. The truth? Margaret hadn't spent a dime on procedures. She had simply stopped doing the things I'm about to show you. Let's dive into these 7 appearance aging habits that are adding decades to your look. Pay special attention to number 4. It's the one most people need to stop immediately. Habit 1. Chronic dehydration. Your skin can age 10 years in just 1 week of chronic dehydration. Did you know that by the time you feel thirsty, your skin has already started to shrivel and age? Leading dermatologists from Harvard Medical School confirm that dehydration is the #1 cause of premature wrinkles and sagging skin in people over 60. Dr. Rebecca Sanders, head of geriatric dermatology, explains, "When the body is dehydrated, it pulls moisture from the skin first, causing an immediate collapse of skin structure and accelerated aging literally overnight." Take Stanley, for instance. At 67, he prided himself on never having cosmetic work done, yet people constantly thought he was in his late 70s. Why? Stanley's daily fluid intake consisted almost entirely of coffee in the morning and a glass of wine with dinner. He avoided water because he didn't want to make frequent bathroom trips. What Stanley didn't realize was that his chronic dehydration was accelerating his skin's aging process dramatically. When his doctor finally convinced him to properly hydrate using a specific senior-friendly hydration schedule, the results were astounding. Within just 23 days, the deep creases around his eyes and mouth had visibly softened, and his complexion had regained a healthy glow that had been missing for years. His neighbors actually asked if he'd had work done. Here's exactly what you need to do today. Implement the 3-2-1 hydration method, specifically designed for mature skin. Drink 3 cups of water first thing in the morning, before any coffee or tea. This rehydrates your skin after sleep, when dehydration is at its worst. Then drink 2 cups midday, when most seniors experience their hydration low point. Finally, have 1 cup about 2 hours before bed, to avoid nighttime bathroom trips. Are you noticing how strategic timing makes all the difference? Don't wait until you're thirsty. By then, your skin has already aged. Start this hydration pattern today, and within 1 week, you'll begin to see plumper, more youthful skin. But what if you don't like plain water? Try adding cucumber slices or berries for natural flavor without the inflammatory effects of artificial sweeteners. Haven't you waited long enough to reclaim your youthful appearance? Take action on this first habit immediately. Habit 2. Incorrect sleep postures. The way you sleep tonight could permanently deepen your wrinkles by morning. Are you inadvertently aging your face every single night without realizing it? Studies from the American Academy of Dermatology have confirmed that certain sleep positions create sleep lines that eventually become permanently etched into your face. Dr. Martin Lawrence, sleep specialist, warns side and stomach sleepers are essentially iron-pressing wrinkles into their facial skin for 6 to 8 hours every night. After age 60, when skin has lost elasticity, these wrinkles don't bounce back by morning. Consider Judith's experience. At 65, she couldn't understand why the right side of her face looked noticeably older than her left, with deeper wrinkles and more pronounced sagging. After consulting with a dermatologist, she discovered something shocking. She had been a right-side sleeper for decades, literally crushing that side of her face against her pillow night after night. The constant pressure had accelerated aging on that side. When Judith changed her sleep position using the technique I'm about to share, the difference became evident within just 1 month. At her grandson's wedding, several guests commented on how refreshed she looked, even asking if she'd had a facelift. Here's your immediate action plan. Starting tonight, train yourself to sleep on your back using the Pillow Fortress method. Place a small, firm pillow under your neck, not your head, to maintain proper spinal alignment. Then position pillows on both sides of your body to prevent rolling onto your sides during sleep. If back sleeping feels uncomfortable at first, try elevating your legs slightly with a pillow under your knees to reduce lower back pressure. Can you commit to just 2 weeks of practicing this sleep position? That's all it takes for most people to adapt. For those who find back sleeping impossible, invest in a silk or satin pillowcase immediately. These fabrics create less friction against your skin, reducing the formation of sleep wrinkles. Is saving your face from years of accelerated aging worth this simple change? I think we both know the answer. Habit 3. Incorrect use of skincare products. Most seniors are unknowingly applying anti-aging products that actually accelerate aging. Could your expensive skincare routine be making you look older rather than younger? Groundbreaking research from the International Dermatology Institute reveals that up to 70% of mature adults are using products formulated for younger skin that actually damage aging skin. Dr. Vanessa Wright, cosmetic chemist and formulator for major skincare brands, explains ingredients like high concentrations of glycolic acid and retinol, which are excellent for 30-40-year-olds, can be devastating for over 60 skin, creating inflammation that accelerates aging. Take Roger's story. At 73, he invested in high-end skincare products, diligently applying them every day. Yet despite spending over $200 monthly on these anti-aging miracles, his skin looked increasingly thin, red, and irritated. The fine lines he was trying to address actually deepened. Why? The products contained aggressive exfoliants that were stripping his already thin, mature skin of essential oils. When Roger switched to products specifically formulated for seniors, the improvement was dramatic. Within just 40 days, his skin appeared thicker, calmer, and years younger. Here's your immediate solution. First, check every product in your bathroom for these aging-accelerating ingredients: high-concentration retinols, glycolic acid above 5%, and alcohol-based formulas. Remove these from your routine today. Replace them with products containing peptides, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid, which respect mature skin's needs. Apply your products in the correct order. Always cleanser first, then serum, then moisturizer, and finally sunscreen in the morning. Have you been applying them in reverse order like many people do? That prevents the active ingredients from penetrating properly. Most importantly, understand that more is not better for mature skin. Use a pea-sized amount of active treatments, not the quarter-sized dollop that younger skin can handle. Make these changes to your skincare routine tonight, and you'll begin to see improvements within as little as 7 days. Why continue damaging your skin with the wrong products when the solution is this simple? Habit 4. excessive refined sugar consumption. The sugar in your morning pastry is literally causing your skin to collapse from the inside out. Did you realize that your sweet tooth could be adding decades to your appearance? Endocrinologists from the Mayo Clinic have confirmed that sugar causes a destructive process called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to collagen fibers and cause them to lose elasticity and strength. Dr. Howard Mitchell, leading researcher on aging, states, the glycation process triggered by excess sugar consumption is perhaps the most preventable accelerator of skin aging. Once glycation damages collagen, the skin loses its ability to bounce back, resulting in sagging and deep wrinkling that adds 15 to 20 years to a person's appearance. Let me tell you about Brenda. At 71, her skin had become so deeply lined and saggy that her grandchildren thought she was much older than she actually was. Despite trying numerous creams and even considering surgery, nothing seemed to help. What Brenda didn't realize was that her habit of enjoying pastries for breakfast, sweetened coffee throughout the day, and ice cream every evening was literally collapsing her skin from within. When her doctor put her on a low-sugar diet for diabetes prevention, something unexpected happened. Within just 30 days, her skin began to regain some firmness. After 90 days, the transformation was so remarkable that her friends accused her of having secret procedures done. The only procedure was eliminating refined sugar. Here's what you must do today. First, identify all hidden sugars in your diet. Check labels for words ending in OS, like fructose, glucose, sucrose. These are all sugars that accelerate aging. Replace your morning pastry or sweetened cereal with protein-rich alternatives like eggs or Greek yogurt with berries. Swap your afternoon cookies for nuts and a small piece of dark chocolate, at least 70% cacao. Are you willing to make this trade, giving up foods that make you look decades older for options that preserve your youthful appearance? For those times when you do indulge in sugar, take 500 mg of vitamin C beforehand, which research shows can partially block the glycation process. But remember, no supplement can completely counteract sugar's aging effects. Wouldn't you rather look years younger by making these simple dietary changes, starting with your very next meal? The choice between momentary sweetness and looking 20 years older should be clear. Habit 5. Lack of conscious facial movement. Your facial muscles are literally atrophying every day, causing sagging that adds decades to your appearance. When was the last time you exercised the 57 muscles in your face? Facial physiotherapists and anti-aging specialists confirm that facial muscle atrophy is a primary yet overlooked cause of aging. Dr. Sandra Fleming, facial rehabilitation specialist, explains, after 60, facial muscles begin to atrophy at an accelerated rate if not regularly exercised. This creates the hallmark signs of aging: drooping jowls, turkey neck, and collapsed cheeks. Most people focus on skin treatments while completely ignoring the underlying muscular support structure. Consider Nathan's experience. At 68, he was frustrated by how his face seemed to be melting, despite being physically fit elsewhere. His cheeks had flattened, his jawline had softened, and his neck had developed significant sagging. On his daughter's recommendation, Nathan began a regimen of facial exercises. Initially skeptical, he was shocked by the results. After just 6 weeks of daily facial workouts, his face had noticeably lifted. His jawline became more defined, and the sagging under his chin reduced significantly. At his doctor's appointment, the nurse actually checked his chart twice because she didn't believe he was 68. Here's your immediate action plan. Start with these 3 research-backed facial exercises today. First, the cheek lifter. Smile with your lips closed, then place your fingers lightly on your cheeks. Lift your cheek muscles against slight resistance from your fingers. Hold for 10 seconds and release. Repeat 10 times. Second, the jawline definer. Tilt your head back slightly, looking at the ceiling. Press your tongue firmly against the roof of your mouth. Hold for 10 seconds while feeling the contraction under your chin. Repeat 10 times. Third, the neck firmer. Place your fingertips at the base of your neck and gently stroke downward while providing slight resistance. Simultaneously, jut your lower lip out as far as possible to create tension in the neck and jaw muscles. Hold for 5 seconds, relax, and repeat 8 times. Perform these exercises daily. Consistency is crucial for facial muscle rebuilding. Can you commit to spending just 4 minutes each morning on these exercises? That small investment can take years off your appearance in just weeks. Isn't it time to lift your face naturally before considering more drastic measures? Habit 6. Excessive blue light exposure from electronic devices. The blue light from your phone and computer ages your skin faster than the sun. Are you unwittingly bathing your face in aging radiation for hours every day? Studies from Stanford University's Department of Dermatology have revealed alarming findings about blue light damage. According to lead researcher Dr. Anthony Chen, the HEV, high-energy visible light emitted from screens, penetrates deeper into the skin than UVA/UVB rays, causing oxidative stress that breaks down collagen and accelerates aging. For seniors with already thinning skin, even 2 hours of daily screen exposure can cause measurable aging effects within months. Take Linda's story. At 63, she began video chatting daily with her grandchildren and spending hours on her tablet reading ebooks. Within just 6 months, she developed pronounced dark spots and deeper wrinkles, particularly on the side of her face. She typically tilted toward her screen. Her dermatologist identified these as classic signs of blue light damage. When Linda implemented the blue light protection strategy I'm about to share, her skin began to recover. After 3 months, the new spots had faded significantly and her overall skin texture had improved. Her friends kept asking what expensive treatment she'd discovered. Here's what you need to do immediately. First, adjust the settings on all your devices. On phones and tablets, activate night shift or blue light filter mode permanently. Don't just use it at night. On computers, install a blue light filtering app like Flux or Iris. These reduce blue light emission by up to 70%. Second, apply a specific blue light blocking moisturizer or serum containing iron oxides and antioxidants like astaxanthin every morning, even if you're staying indoors. Have you been protecting yourself from the sun, but completely ignoring this equally damaging light source? Most importantly, implement the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes of screen time, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds, and during this break, gently massage your face to stimulate circulation. This reduces both the cumulative blue light exposure and the facial tension that comes from staring at screens. Why continue allowing your digital devices to add years to your appearance when the solution is this straightforward? Habit 7. Incorrect body posture. Your slumped posture isn't just adding years to your appearance, it's broadcasting your age to everyone you meet. Have you noticed how people can often guess someone's age from behind before even seeing their face? Orthopedic specialists and aging experts confirm that posture is one of the primary visual indicators of age. Dr. Robert Thompson, director of the Institute for Posture and Aging, explains, by age 70, most adults have lost 1 to 3 inches of height due to spinal compression and habitually rounded shoulders. This collapsed posture instantly adds 15-20 years to a person's perceived age, regardless of facial appearance or physical fitness. Consider Edward's experience. At 74, he had developed the classic senior slump, rounded shoulders, forward head position, and a slightly stooped walk. Despite being well-dressed and mentally sharp, people often treated him as frail and much older than his actual age. On his doctor's recommendation, Edward began a simple posture correction routine. The transformation was remarkable. Within just 6 weeks of consistent practice, he appeared taller, more confident, and significantly younger. At a community event, a woman he'd known for years actually walked past without recognizing him, later explaining that she'd seen what she thought was a much younger man from a distance. Here's your action plan to implement today. Start with the Wall Angels exercise this evening. Stand with your back against a wall, feet shoulder-width apart and about 6 inches from the wall. Place your arms against the wall in a goal post position, elbows bent at 90 degrees, upper arms parallel to the floor. Slowly slide your arms up the wall while keeping your lower back, elbows and hands in contact with the wall surface. Return to the starting position and repeat 10 times. Do this simple exercise daily to retrain your shoulder and upper back muscles. Next, practice the chin tuck throughout your day. Gently draw your chin back, creating a slight double chin. Hold for 5 seconds and release. This strengthens the neck muscles that support proper head position. Finally, set a posture alarm on your phone to remind you every hour to check and reset your posture. Are you willing to trade a few minutes of easy exercises for a dramatically younger appearance? Most people see noticeable improvements in just 7 to 10 days of consistent practice. Remember, how you carry yourself literally frames how others perceive your age. Your posture is broadcasting your vitality, or lack thereof, to everyone you meet. Isn't it time to stand tall and reclaim the youthful presence you deserve? You now have the exact blueprint to look 20 years younger, starting today. These 7 aging accelerators: chronic dehydration, incorrect sleep postures, improper skin care, excessive sugar consumption, facial muscle atrophy, blue light exposure, and poor posture, have been prematurely aging you, but you can reverse much of this damage starting right now. Remember, it's never too late to reclaim your youthful appearance and energy. The power to look dramatically younger lies in stopping these harmful habits, especially number 4, which has the most immediate aging effect on your appearance. Begin implementing these changes today, and within weeks, don't be surprised when people start asking what your secret is. If you've been doing any of these 7 aging habits, especially number 4, share which one surprised you most in the comments below. Hit the like button right now if you found this information valuable, and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing tips for staying young and vibrant after 60. Share this video with someone you care about. You might just save them from years of premature aging.